Now, gross profit. Gross profit and net profit. Gross profit and net profit. What do you think? What is the difference between gross profit and net profit? Any idea? No? Right now. Normally, gross profit means, if you want to calculate gross means normally that's the basic profit, right? That is the basic profit. We have to consider our main sources, main incomes and main expenses. Clear? That's the basic profit. Basic profit means without considering other expenses and other incomes, we should consider main income, and main expense. Clear? Main income and main expense. That's the basic expense. Right? That is the basic, right? Basic profit. Basic profit. So, Lamai, did you remember what we have called for main incomes? What is the meaning of main income? That was the technical word. What's the technical word for main income? What? What? Main incomes? Main incomes means what? Sales income, right? Sales income. Therefore, we can write down here sales income. Sales, right? Sales. Then what is the meaning of cost of main expense? We call cost of sales. Cost of sales. Right? Cost of sales. Understood? Cost of sales. Right? Cost of sales. Clear? Understood? Therefore, my gross profit means gross. Have a gross means one, that's the basic profit. Therefore, if you want to calculate basic profit, we have to consider what? Main incomes and also main expense, basic profit. Therefore, main incomes we call sales income, main expenses we call cost of sales. What is the meaning of the net profit? Net profit means actually that's the expanded profit cap concept. Basic concept, basic profit, actual gross profit. This is the expanded concept, profit. Therefore, we have to consider, don't think about main incomes, main expense. We have to consider all the incomes and all the expenses. Understood? Therefore, if you want to calculate that net profit, net means all the expenses, right? I'll write down here total income. Total income minus total expenses. Right? Total expense. Understood? Right? All the incomes means there are main incomes, other incomes. Total expenses mean main expenses like cost of sales and other expenses. We have to consider all the expenses and all the incomes. Then you can calculate net profit. That's the expanded means by we consider all the things, right? Therefore, we can simplify this equation again. Therefore, this total income include two parts. What should be the two parts? Main income, right? Main income we call sales. Sales income, main, right? Then what's the other? Other income. Other income. Clear? Sales mean main income, huh? Main income. main income. Understood? Therefore, I'll put brackets here. I'll put minus here. Then total expenses. Total expense includes actually two parts. Cost of sale. Cost of sale means main expense. Main expense. And also other than other expenses. Other expenses. Understood? Right? Understood? Please tell me up to here, did you understand? Yes? Clear? 100% clear? මෙතන එනකන් shape දිගෙන් බා. Now, I am going to simplify this net profit equation, total income minus total expense, but I will change that figures and I'm going to simplify the equation, right? Can you tell me, here you can see incomes and other, main incomes and other incomes, main expense and other expense. Can you see these two words? The red color, sales means main income, cost of sales, main expense. Can you tell me, you can see income sales here minus cost of sales without considering others and other expenses and other incomes. Look at these two only, here minus main income, sales income minus main expense, cost of sales, sales minus cost of sales, right? Can you tell me just one word instead of these two words? Instead of these sales minus cost of sales, can you tell me one word? Just two words, two actually, one concept. Instead of writing these two, instead of writing sales minus cost of sales, main expense, can you tell me one word? One word means actually two words, huh? Then mean incomes where you can write incomes, expense, what is the meaning of sales minus cost of sales? What is the meaning of sales minus cost of sales? What? Hey, look at here. Hey, gross profit means sales minus cost of sales. And that main gross profit include here actual. Right? Finally, total income minus total expense, which include main incomes and main expense. Therefore, we can use sales minus cost of sales. Therefore, instead of these two, I'll write down gross profit. Right? Understood? Understood? Clear? Right? Therefore, then we consider instead of these two, I'll write I wrote gross profit. Right? Therefore, other incomes, what we have to do? Other incomes should be added. Therefore, I'll add it to the other incomes. Other incomes, right? Then here minus no. Then total expenses decreases. They have other expenses only. We consider these main incomes, main expense, other incomes now added. But what should we do? Other expenses deducted or plus here. Here minus figure. What we have to do? Other expenses. Other expenses. We have to deduct. Finally, minus figure. Other expenses. Other expenses. Did you understand? So here, simply net profit means, right? Simply basic profit, gross profit means main incomes minus main expense. Simply sales minus cost of sales. But when it comes to net profit, we should consider all the incomes and all the expenses. Total incomes means main incomes plus other incomes. Total expenses means cost of sales plus other expenses. Therefore, right? Therefore, we can write down instead of These two main cost, main expense, gross profit. Gross profit means which is include main incomes and main expenses, right? Which includes main income and main expense. Therefore, if you when you add other incomes, I mean actually other incomes, sorry, main income එක තියෙනවා. ඒතකොට මේ other income එක add කරලා total income එක හැදෙනවා. ඒතකොට මේක ඇතුලේ main expense එකක් තියෙනවානේ. ඒකට other expenses ටික minus කරාම total expense එක හැදෙනවා. අර මේකම තමයි we actually simplify. Understood? Therefore, instead of this one, this is the, we are normally using net profit equation like this. Right? Did you understand the logic? Right? Did you understand the logic? Net profit, this is the equation. Gross profit. Net profit means all the incomes minus all the expenses. But all the expenses minus that we consider only main income minus main expenses firstly. Can you see main incomes and also consider main other incomes? Therefore, consider total incomes. Then main expense and other expenses. We consider total expenses. Therefore, finally, total income minus total expenses. But that figures change to for the understanding purpose, right? Finally. So actually, when we are preparing income statement, right? Actually, income statement preparing to find out profit for the period. Therefore, this is the equations. When we are preparing accounting equations, right? Sorry, accounting is when we're preparing income statement, we should present these figure income statement. We have to present all the main incomes, main expense, other incomes and other expense as a table, right? That is the income statement. Same this equation actually. This is the income statement. We are going to prepare this one as a statement. Understood? Like table, right? This is the equation. Therefore, right, income statement actually the main objective, find out the profit, find out the net profit. Net profit. Net profit. Understood? So normally, now I'm going to prepare this equation as a table, right? As a statement. Firstly, you have to, when you're preparing income statement, you have to write down the statement name here. Income statement. Income statement. Normally, income statement preparing for a specific date or for a period, for a month or for a quarter or 6 months or year, or a period or for a year. Normally for annual basis, right? Annual basis, month can be monthly, but for a year. I may normally write down the period, right? Year ended or what period name. And also now you have to write down the business name. Name of the business. Name of the business. Right? Very easy. Write down the business name and the period for a, like example, for a year ended 2023, right? For 23 year. Then write down the statement name, financial income statement. Therefore, this is actually the equation, right? This equations you have to present as a table. Therefore, first one, what you have to present here? Gross profit. But what is the meaning of gross profit? Main income minus main expense. Therefore, firstly, you can't write down gross profit like this, right? Gross profit you have to separately record it with sales. Gross profit means sales minus cost of sales. And therefore, you have write here sales minus cost of sale. Cost of sale. I'll put like marks here on the minus. Then you can get what? Then you can get answer. That's the gross profit. The gross profit. Understood? Gross profit. Therefore, I think sales should be the main income. Main income. Right? Cost of sales should be the main expense. Main expense for the business. Main expense. Understood? Therefore, you can now present these two. Then first figure, okay. Then what we have to do? We have to consider next one, other incomes. Other incomes plus no. Therefore, you have to add it. Other incomes here we added. Other incomes. But if there are some examples, we have to record under that like a topic. Like let's think there are expenses like other incomes like rent incomes and interest income, right? And commission income, right? Are there any examples? You can get the totals in first column, then transfer to the move to the next column. Total එක මෙහිම දාලා ඊළඟ column එකට තමයි අපි අරන් යන්නේ නෝමලි. හරිද? ඒක හදද්දි මම කියලා දෙන්නම්. මේ address. Then what we have to do? Next one. Make first one okay. Next one. Other expenses should be minus. Therefore, you can deduct like here. Other expenses. Other expenses. Understood? Are there any expenses you can write down here? Make electricity, salary, right? If there are any examples, you can go towards to the next column. Right? But you have to deduct it, right? You have to deduct. Gross profit plus other incomes minus other expenses. Gross profit plus other incomes minus other expenses. And then you can get what? Gross profit. Not net profit. Net profit for the period. Understood? So you can hear what is the meaning of simply the meaning of net profit. Net profit means total income minus total expense. Total sales income, main incomes, added other incomes, under total incomes, minus cost of sales, and here minus other expenses. And that's the total expenses. Finally, we consider total incomes and total expenses. Right? So this is the question now. There are few transactions related to customer business for year ended 2023, December 31st. First one, 150,000 cost of goods sold for 250,000 for cashes. Next one, 70,000 cost of goods sold for 120,000 on credit basis. Next one, received 5,000 interest income, paid 15,000 salaries, received 7,000 rent income, and paid 4,000 electricity. Firstly, we have to record under accounting equations. Then we have to prepare income statement, right? Don't record under accounting equation. Please tell me, have you written this one? Finish. Right, finish. Everyone. Right. Right, okay. Now, first one. First transactions lamai 150,000 cost of goods sold for 250. Therefore, how much should be the profit here? Normally in all levels, I think normally how much the inventory decrease when selling, our inventory is decreased by the cost 150, right? That should be the inventory. Don't write anything. But received how much? 250,000. Cash received to the business 250. Cash increases, no? And cashes. Write down the asset name, cash. Write down the asset name. Therefore, you can write down the profit directly on equity, right? Owner's ownership. How much? 100. Don't write profit. But don't write this is correct, 100% correct. But don't write like this. Because if we want to prepare income statement, right? If you want to prepare income statement, which will normally, it will help us to prepare separately record the sales income and cost of sales, right? How much the cost of sales here? 150. Inventory decrease, that's the actual sold amount. Therefore, cost of sales. That is the equity of for the business, right? That is cost of sales for the business, right? In 250 means plus 100. That should be the sales income. Then you can, if you record like this, keep in mind, if you record it like this, you can easily identify the sales income and cost of sales for the to prepare the income statement. Don't write that 100 profit. That one also correct, but it will some confusions, right? When doing big questions, understood? Then how to record second one? I have taught you how to record these transactions already. I am doing this one assuming you have the knowledge, right? Second one, 70,000 cost of goods. That means inventory is decreasing when selling. That should be the cost of sales. Means directly record only here separately cost of sales. Understood? Then how much sales income? 120. But receiving cashes? No. May look at here on credit basis. Therefore, I'll write down here debtor. Trade debtor. Trade receivables should be receivable to the business, but received or not, that should be the income. You can write down here 50,000 profit. That one 100% correct, but don't write like that. Separately record the sales income as well as cost of sales. Right. Third one. Third one, received 5,000 interest income. Received when receiving cash asset increases. Cash asset increases, but it will be an income for the business. Income, expenses, recorded under equity. Income increases the equity. That's why I added here. Interest, we write down in the brackets, which is very important. No? Why we writing in brackets? Word. Because if someone come to here and if he want to understand what's the transactions, and that will help him to understand with these words, brackets. Clear? Paid salaries, when payments, our cashes decreases. Cash asset decrease, but salaries means expense. Expenses decreases the equity. We write down the expense name, salary. Next one. Number 5. Received 7,000 rent income. Received. Cashes increase. Cash billion. Write down the asset name. Don't write income here. Income, rent income billion. Write down the asset name, but it will be an income for the business. Rent income. Write down the income name here. We paid electricity 6. We paid cashes decreases, right? Equity decrease because of expense 4,000. Write down the expense name. Don't write cash here. Write down the expense name here. Understood? Right? When you write record and account equation, write down in brackets, which is very compulsory. Write down in brackets the name of the asset. When you're under liabilities, write down the liability name. Examples: bank loan, equity, write down capital, drawings or incomes names and expenses name. මේ වගේ caches කියලා දාන්නේ නැහැ, right? Record down. Did you understand? No need to get totals, just record it. Now I'm going to tell you how to prepare the income statement, right? Please tell me finish. හදන්න එපා මාත් එක්කම හදන්න. ඔයා දැන් O level එහෙම දන්නවා ඇති, but මම මේ හරිම methods වලට කියන්නේ. ඒතකොට සමහර ඒවා O level දැන් prime entry books එහෙම හදනවා නේද O level. ඒවා වෙනස් A level. A level එහෙම නෙවෙයි හදන්න, වෙනස් විදිහකට හදන්න. right මට කියන්නේ හරිද? Finish. Right. So now we are going to prepare income statement using this information, right? Keep in mind, normally these are the very important points. If you want to prepare income statement with the accounting equation, which is very help us to prepare, then with the time actually, right? Time is very important. Therefore, no need to read again these transactions. If you are going to read again, actually double reading, right? Then it will waste time, wasting time. Therefore, just looking at the equity column, you can prepare the income statement. Then no need to double reading actually. So look at here, income statement, right? Can you prepare the income statement? Draw this one. Right, me write down the business name here. What is the business name? Kasun. Kasun's business. Kasun's business. Period 2023 December 31st. Year ended or something, right? Now we have to identify sales means main income. Main income, this is main expense. Main expense here. Understood? Main expense. Right. Right. And also other incomes and other expense. Now we have written in brackets. What is the income name? What is the expense name? Right. Can you identify main incomes here? Main incomes. These are the main incomes. 250 and 100. Very easy to understand. If you have written that just profit per, then it will confusion to understand, right? Write down like this, right? This is the very easiest method to prepare income statement. Main income. Please write down main income. Main income. These two, cost of sales, main expense. Main expense. This one also main expense. And the main expense. Clear? Right? Interest income is other incomes. We write down other incomes. Salary means other expense. Rent income means other income. Right? Electricity means other expenses. Understood? Understood? Just looking at the equity column, you can easily prepare, but identify the main income and main expense, right? Okay. How many main incomes here? Sales and 120. These two. 250 and 120. I will write down here 120, but get the totals 250. And write down the totals here. How much the total here? 120, 300, 370. And 370. Here another, right? Now cost of sales. Normally, I think all levels we calculating cost of sales, right? Opening stock, purchases, cost of sales, closing stock minus. We are not going to calculate like this. We can learn that one in future lessons, short apprenticeship lessons, end of grade 12. But this is I told you, this is the basic format. No need to calculate cost of sales. We can directly identify. Then why we no need to calculate, right, Ami? There are two cost of sales. This one and this one. There are two. Get the totals. Here 150 minus 150 and here minus 70. Minus 70. Get the total. Get the total and keep in mind deducting. Get the 220. 220. Understood. 80 විතරයි නේ තියෙන්නේ. Main incomes, main expense. We write down other incomes now. Other incomes, interest income under here. Interest income. Interest income. How much? 5. Right. Now other incomes. Okay. This other expense, salaries. Salaries. How much? 50. 50. Right. Again, other income, rent income. Plus 7. Finally, other expense, again, electricity. Electricity, 4. Understood. Very easy. No need to read again all the transactions. Just looking at the transactions, then you can get the profits. Right. Can you find out the gross profit and net profit here? How much should be the net, gross profit? Main income minus main expense? 50, 150. 12 and 90. This should be plus. Make add කරන්න. Add කරලා මේක deduct කරන්න ගන්න. 12 6 1. Adding other expenses, get the totals and deducting the other expenses now. Net profit should be 143. Correct.